Hey weightlifters, this is Jason. Tonight we're going to go over Jeff's lift because I want to show what happens if we don't finish our first pull. And by finishing our first pull, I mean getting the shins vertical and the weight back over the center of the foot to the heel. So let's see, Jeff gets down into his hang clean position. This is a really good starting position for a hang clean. If he had taken this off the floor, he would be in a really good spot. Except he fires his second pull from the knees. So you see he's already bringing his hips back to the bar. And the bar is pretty low, but right here is where he would be scooping and driving the bar straight up. What happens though is instead of pushing his knees back another inch or two, getting his butt back another inch or two, and then by doing that, getting the bar back over the foot another inch or two, the weight is going to be over his toes a little bit. So you see, because he's early, his hips are going to have to come out to the bar, and now the bar is well over his toes. You see the bar is almost directly over the front of the foot. This is going to make him do one of two things: jump forward and catch it, or not jump forward and dump it out the front. So his body naturally knows he has to jump forward. If you take a look at his toes where he takes off, and then where he lands, he had to jump forward a few inches and catch that bar. So that is a result of not finishing the first pull. So really drive those knees back, and then once you pass the knee, there's still an extra couple inches you've got to drive back until your shin is vertical and the weight is over the bar. So we'll see on the next two lifts. The second one is the most pronounced. So he starts his second pull. Once again, he's early. When I say he's early, I mean we want to start the second pull when the bar is closer to midway up the thigh for the clean. Or if you can get it all the way up into the hips, depending on limb proportion. But the knees is too early to start your second pull. So once again, we jump out in front, take a note of where his toes start, and then they jump forward to that blue line another 3 or 4 inches. And number 3, we've got the same issue going on. We jump forward. It's an easily fixable problem. All it is a little habit that we need to break. So anytime Jeff's doing clean pulls, or clean lift-offs I mean, he needs to really concentrate on getting the bar midway up his thigh before starting the second pull, or the scoop part of the lift. So let's take a look at Jeff's jerk. Let me clear off my blue marks. Alright, remember when we jerk, we want to go straight down, straight up, and have all of our weight on the heels until the bar releases from our shoulders. So he bends forward just slightly, but that's a pretty good dip. It's actually a really deep dip. We might not have to dip quite that far, but that was a really good vertical down and up. Now for the split, got a real good front foot position. The knee is directly over the foot here in the bottom. That's about as close as I would want it, as close as I would want the front knee to the front foot. In a perfect world, that shin angle would be more like this, but still, it's good enough. Back foot, back leg looks really good, knees pointed at the ground. I would turn this back ankle out just a little bit, but make it a little more pigeon-toed. But that's being very nitpicky. Other than that, that was an excellent jerk, excellent overhead position. All in all, a good lift. Alright, thanks for listening. See you tonight.